Hello, my name is Rory Brennan, and you're in my study, which was the old bakery of the village, as I say in some of my poems, which I'm going to read in a few moments. But the poems there are 10 poems in this sequence, and they're called 10 sketches from a Greek terrace, and that's just outside the door there. And I let the poems. They're they're not on repetitious ones, I hope, and they deal with different aspects of things and relate them to the landscape, the things and so everything that's around, really, to historical occurrences, developments, and so forth. Now, one way it struck me when I was recording a poem was to show you one of the objects it was about, and I have more objects which I don't feature in the poems, and here is one. And I hold it up like that, and I hold it up like that. Now, I found this walking on a high cliff outside the town of Parakia, which is the main town on a large village then on the island of Paros. And it seems to me to be two things. I don't know exactly, because it's as I say in the poem, it's like off Keats's famous urn. It's marvelous urn, that poem that he wrote, one of these extraordinary poems of Keats, still astonishing. So it might just be a helmet of a warrior, or it might be a horse, because it's been worn, it's been in the ground for God knows how long, a couple of thousand years, more, we don't know. So that is one thing. And what else have I got on my list? Well, I read about the sea a lot, and this is something very easy to find all over Greece today. And as you can see, it is the top of an amphora. Now, pottery, if you like. Pottery was the plastic of the ancient world, and wine in particular, and olives were carried in these sort of cone-shaped, inverted cones with these handles, and the handles always broke off. They broke off as they were unloading them. You know, you can see the guys all shouting and throwing the amphora at each other, and not a good idea. They were sealed with a kind of wax, I think, and they would break. And of course, the easiest thing to break would be the neck. Would be the neck of it. So that's one object that I just have right in front of me, and I draw various conclusions from these, not necessarily kind of logical ones, but intuitive ones. Here is something else. Here's something else quite different, and as you can see, it's a military buckle. Now, it's a military buckle you will see in all uniforms to this day, I think, that it has a sort of double spike here for double holes, so the big webbing belt of the soldier doesn't wobble around, you know, and make him look untidy. So this, I just my foot stumbled over it, and it's obviously, perhaps it is from the German soldiers who used to come up and drink outside that door with the local people, in fact. Local people hadn't much choice. If they didn't like them, they had to give them some wine anyway. And it could be an Italian one, the Italians were here, or it could be a Greek army one. A chap comes back from the army and he wears his belt till it falls off, and it then throws it away on the ground, and the belt decays. That's it. There's a lot of love poems here, not just things about conflict. I've dug up bits of an aeroplane with the camouflage still on it, very sharp aluminium, with just where I always wear sandals, and it nearly cut my toe. But here is something else very nice. It's not an ancient object at all. It is a heart-shaped stone. And my dear wife, Nuala, when she goes swimming, she often picks up a a stone-shaped heart, of which there are surprising numbers, and gives them to me. And this is a particularly good one, so because she has my heart, and my heart has given me a little bit of trouble in physical sense, and many other senses too, perhaps. But this is it. So these are the kind of things that make one write poems, and what follows is the 10 sketches from just outside the door. 10 sketches from a Greek Terrace by me, Rory Brennan. Okay, I hope you like them. Thanks a lot.